this is hilarious. You're like in your camera right now, try to get on. And while we are doing our very first, live show, this is gonna be great stuff. I love it.
Ed, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Screw.
Oh man, see, oh, he's cutting off, guys. He's cutting off, and
No,
I see you, buddy.
it's because I was trying to get my phone onto a laptop. My laptop wouldn't connect. Like for the first time ever, I couldn't get my laptop to connect.
Look at that, man. Look at what's up, Eric? What's up, Colin? How you guys doing? Look at that, man. This is awesome. Look at us doing this. What do you think, man?
Yeah. Ed, how are you?
Well, you know what, man? I am good. You're good. I've been pumped about this all day. I couldn't just, I couldn't hold it, man. I've been going in and out of the StreamYard just to make sure that everything was good, checking everything. That's what I've been doing all day.
All right, man. I just had a wild day, man, and I literally ran in the door. I should have driven instead of biking to work. That's for sure. I'll tell you that.
You drove in that kind of weather? You rode your bike in that kind of weather?
It's like 50 degrees here, so
yeah, never mind.
It's not too bad.
Nah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be something worse than that.
Well, that's because you are in North Carolina and you're having at me here, man. You're letting me know that you got nice warm baseball weather already in North Carolina.
What are you talking about? It is not 70 degrees here. Not at all. It is not 70 degrees. It's not. No. What's up, Mike Sellers?
Hi, Mike Sellers. There we go. All right. Yeah. Well, this is our first ever video Dad Hat by Design.
Official.
Yeah. I am wearing, in honor of the occasion, I'm wearing the Spokane Indians the Red Man Trout hat that one Eric Mertens sent me, because Eric Mertens, I wanted to commemorate Eric on the very first Dad Hat by Design here.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And also the Everett Aqua Sox 5K here. Now, what is Zach talking about here with a soccer ball on?
I think that's a movie reel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're live right now. We're live on on the Curved Brim Media Twitter.
We're
live on YouTube. You got to be on YouTube if you want to comment.
That's right.
And we have a guest tonight. So we got a lot going on. But 1 week from tomorrow.
Yep.
Major League Baseball opening day.
Correct.
Yeah. 1 week from yesterday is AAA opening day.
Wow.
So I know, right? We are on the cusp of baseballiness.
Oh, okay. So you were right. It was the soccer ball, by the way. U.S. soccer can make the World Cup tonight. Listen, right here, hoping for it. I'm hoping for it.
Yeah.
So, Costa Rica against USA for a spot in the World Cup. Oof, that's gonna be fun.
Hey, so we have this fancy StreamYard account now, and we've got our own. We've got our. Oops, I turned that off. We've got our own banner up here at the top with our logos on it. We've got the Curved Brim Media logo at the top.
Yeah. And we can do some crazy things, if ever it's just going to be the two of us, right? We can do this, right? Boom, look at that. And now it's going to be right there. And, just the two of us, right?
That was fun because let's do that for right now. I like that right now. You can tell I was in there fiddling around with the
I know. What are you talking about? I was like, I woke up this morning and I was super pumped about it because I saw that. I'm like, oh my God, there's my logo. So that's great stuff. So I love that. That's awesome. So good job to you, my friend. Good job to you.
Well, I had fun with it. We got Eric Profit commenting here. Eric, proud dad of a new podcast.
Don't tell me about the podcast. It is on my running list tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm going to be running. I don't want anybody to give it away. So I can't, I want to listen to it.
No spoilers. No spoilers then. All right. I
love how I love this one. Colin's like, just can't lose by 6 goals.
Yeah, that's our goal. That's our goal tonight for U.S. soccer. So
So,
oh man, well, literally, like, I mean, you had everything locked down here, and I appreciate that, Ed. I had a long day at work, and just like literally just got here, like, and then for whatever reason, for the first time ever, like I had like 10 minutes, and then my computer wouldn't connect to the
oh my
the
God.
internet, and I'm like, it's like loading StreamYard. But welcome, Ed, to the Sunday Helmet Hall of Fame in Fort Collins, Colorado, in my basement.
And obviously, I am here at the Dad Hat Chronicles Man Cave.
Yeah.
Super excited, super pumped about this. Our newest venture together.
Yeah.
Since we started our whole Dad Hat by Design. You know, we keep saying it's a working title, and yet we still have not worked on the title.
We have not actually worked on the title. That's a good point. Yeah.
But I think people already identify by us doing this because we both wear dad hats. So
That's
you know,
right. Got the curved brims here as we.
yeah, that's right. I'm wearing, you know, today to honor this. I'm wearing my Dad Hat Chronicles dad hat, made by 47 brand.
And let's look at your shirt here. What do you have on your shirt? Okay, I made you stand up. I can't see this on my tiny screen here. Oh, I see. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I want people to tell me which one it is. I want to know if they know this one. I know that our guest is going to know who it is.
All right, stand up again though. I want to see it. I can't make it out from
here because your phone is so small.
I know, it's too small. Ed, how's my microphone? Do I sound all right?
You sound perfect. You're good, my friend. So yep, next, you know, we are next week. We got the MLB home opener for a lot of teams. You know, season is gonna be it's gonna be interesting.
Is Michael right here? Is that the crazy hot dog vendor from Reddit?
Yes, sir.
Good job, Mike.
Yep, it is, most certainly is. I actually bought it the same day I bought the dad hat.
All right.
Yeah, so I couldn't, you know, I was like, yeah, I need it.
All right.
I need it.
Good job by Michael there. I couldn't make it out on my tiny phone here. So
good job out of you, Mike. Send me your address and I'll DM me your address and I'll send you some stickers, man. Good job.
Stickers for getting the trivia question right.
There you go. Hey, look at that. First giveaway.
Can we take stickers away from Colin for saying let's go Mets?
Yes.
Okay.
All yes. Right. That most certainly is. Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely should take some not Mets. I'm not a Mets fan at all.
All right.
Especially right now since anyways, we're not going to go into that.
All right, yeah.
Francisco. You got to say his full name, Francisco.
Ed, what is your first minor league baseball game going to be this season?
It's gonna have. I don't know. I'm looking.
All right.
However, it's probably gonna end up being a Durham Bulls game.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where, you know me, I love that team. You know, team growing up since, you know, the Bull Durham movie. So I'm gonna have to go with that one. We'll see. We'll see if I can though.
Have you been to that stadium?
I've been on the outside. I've been under the Bull sign and everything. Been to the store a couple times. I have way too many hats from them.
Yeah.
But not sat down and actually enjoyed a ball game. I was actually, the weekend that I was there, they were away. So yeah.
Well, speaking of way too many hats, what's up with Eric Profit's Wichita Wind Surge trying to take all my money with all their hats?
I know, right? Oh, I did buy the Wranglers. I bought the dad hat. Yes, I have, Mike. I have. I have actually been to the Mudcats with my brother-in-law.
That's I'm jealous of that one. I want to go to that one. Eric today was on his podcast, Eric Profit, talking about the helmet Sundays that he needs. I feel guilty about this because, like, you can't tell because it, you know, the size of the screen, but a couple of the helmets that Eric is trying to track down there from the Wranglers in particular, and the Wichita Wind Surge, not the Wind Surge, but the Wing Nuts.
I missed out on that hat. I needed that hat.
They're on the shelf right behind me here, dude. So I feel a little guilty.
Sorry, Eric.
Because people have been very generous with me, sending me things in my days, but Here's Eric talking about the Wranglers and the Wingnuts. Yeah, they exist there, man. They exist there, but like once they're on the shelf, it's like it's hard to part with them.
It's right there. You can't do it because like it's all nicely decorated now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
Let's see. Mike Sellers. I've been to a handful in North Carolina, but not the Mudcats. Hey, when you come down, let me know. We'll go in and watch a Mudcats game. It's interesting that ballpark. It's all concrete, and it's like I said all the way at the top, and it's like this. Like you feel like you're about to fall. So
Eric is offering
Eric
for each of the 2 helmets.
Yeah, look at Eric. Like I'll give it to you. I'll pay you a monies for it. I think he's getting it.
Let me see. I gotta find them here. I feel bad about this.
And Zach is saying that the Wingnuts was his first ever independent game.
Oh, see now the Wranglers are a little farther down the shelf there, so I'm not going to walk quite that far. But here's the Wingnuts one that I got.
Oh, that's a nice one.
At an actual Wingnuts game, yeah, that's so.
Kudos to you on that one, my friend. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. That's a cool one. So hey, so should we bring our first guest ever on this show?
We'll have to switch. I want to say one thing because Corporal Hicks just asked us. There've been a couple of different versions of the Mudcats. One of the interesting things about the Mudcats logo is that it originally did not have the tail on it. And
correct.
It wasn't reading as a mudcat, and so they had to add the tail to the Mudcats logo to make it read as a cat here, as a catfish. So,
but there's also been different time periods where the Mudcats have been there, right? Because like they were gone for a while, then they came back, then they were gone again. So there were a couple of versions,
a lot of different. I have 2 games, by the way. You know already that I'm going to see the Lake County Captains, and
we will not be talking about that anymore. Moving on.
Because that would have been our first chance to actually.
That would have been, exactly.
But a second game of that very same week on a separate trip that I'm making, I'm going to visit a friend in Salt Lake City. And
the Bees.
I'm going to go see another Bees. I've been to the Bees before. But man, that's one of the nicest views I've ever seen from a minor league ballpark. So, but yeah, so I'm going to leave it to you. Oh, no, I can do this on the phone. I'm going to switch our banner. Not the banner, the brand. I'm going to switch back, right?
Yep.
To the different overlay. I can do that one now, and we can bring our guest in.
Charlotte Knights, great ballpark, first of all.
Beautiful.
Such a gorgeous ballpark. And that is also a really nice view of downtown when you're at the game.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with all the comments here. I'm going to leave that to you to keep up with.
I'll take care of it. Don't you worry. But let's bring in our guest. Everybody knows this guy. How could you not love this guy? That's first of all, right? I mean, this is one of the nicest people in the world, right? You guys can't see him right now, but he's wearing one of my very favorite hats. So you know what? Without further ado, guys, look at that. Look at
it. What's up, Pat? What are we wearing? Oh,
what's up, guys? Wearing the Mahoning Valley Scrappers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's that one with the teeth that Ed's been looking for in the dad hat.
That's right.
Listen, we got some comments to catch up on here.
Yeah, Colin wants to. Yeah, I'm going to May 17th. Okay, all right, okay.
The Kingston Indians.
The second version of the Mudcats, Kingston, no longer Kingston Indians. They're the
Wood Ducks now.
That's right, the Wood Ducks.
Yeah,
but he's right. That is actually true.
The fried sandwich. Oh, that sounds like a great thing. Mudcat Stadium, where you have no reason to like it, but you will. Fun place. That was the Bakersfield Blaze for me.
So true.
Yeah.
So true. You go. Listen, not to put the Mudcats down, because it was really nice game. I enjoyed it. We won at the end. That was fun. But it's like it is like a NASCAR event, right? Because it's like so down, and it's like all the food vendors and everything are underneath the stands.
Yeah.
Right. And it's it's nothing but concrete. So, but it's really nice. It's a lot of concrete. That's it. It's gray.
Yeah. I'll tell you though, I'm fired up for Salt Lake. I'm a little bit nervous about the old lake effect with the Lake County Captains. I'm a little bit concerned that I'm going to for real bundle up for that game.
Listen, Cleveland is very unpredictable when it comes to weather.
Yeah.
So I would definitely bundle up for sure.
Yeah.
It could get really windy in there. So it's a nice little small ballpark though. Really nice. Right off the highway. So you're not going to have a lot. If you're staying downtown,
yeah, it
is a straight shot. So it's really easy to get there. So
we got a 17-mile Uber ride to get there. So we're fired up for that.
There you go.
Eric Lichtenberg comments on McCormick Field in Asheville. By the way, that's just a place that every baseball fan should get to, right? Like that's
I've been to Asheville, did not go to the game, but yeah, and there's such a beautiful town.
Yeah, it's a great town. Great town.
To the brewery,
Asheville is outstanding.
The brewery.
Yeah. Eric Prophet is welcoming Patrick in.
What's up, Eric?
Ogden, Corporal Hicks telling us Ogden has a great view. That's a beautiful place. Absolutely. Mike wants us to Lake County to put the lighthouse in the outfield. Would have been cool, he says. So,
Yep.
Corporal Hicks, I'm curious to know where Corporal Hicks is from, because as I mentioned like 1,000 times on my episode with the Richmond Flying Squirrels, I lived in Richmond for 10 years. I went to school there and graduate school. My Richmond Spiders won a game this year in the tournament.
And then they were out.
The Diamond, they were out without any cause for questioning. They were out. They lost by like 30 points to Iowa.
Yeah, there was no the ref or this. No, they got whooped.
So I have an interview coming up with Rob Nyer of the West Coast League.
Nice.
So that'll be fun. But I have it scheduled for April 4th, which is the day of the college basketball championship game. And he says, he said to me, so he says, I can do it that day. He's like, that works great for me, but we have to be done by the time the college basketball championship. And I'm like, all right. And he's like, unless Kansas isn't in it, in which case I don't really care. And I'm like, oh Lord, because his Kansas Jayhawks are playing my Villanova Wildcats, who I grew up watching in the suburbs of Philadelphia. So we're going to be at odds over that game coming up. And
nice. I
think my Villanova Wildcats are going to come out on the short end of that stick after Justin Moore got hurt at the end of the last game.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
They only have
Glenn says that Charlotte gets each on the third base side, so optimal. Yes, you definitely want to avoid if you're going, there and still like in the afternoon, avoid the sun there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Colin, absolutely. Cannonballer Stadium, man, that's a nice ballpark.
Yeah,
it's also like an actual park, so you can actually walk the ballpark and sit on the seats throughout, during the off days. So you can go all over the place. So that's pretty cool. So if somebody wants to go to a ballpark, you can literally walk into the ballpark. It is open to the public on the off days.
Because it's in downtown Kannapolis.
That is correct.
Yeah, that is
correct.
That's when I need to do an episode on the Cannonballers here soon, because that's one of my favorite backstories for a team. The Cannonballers logo is just such a great story. So I need to.
Well, one of the great things about a Paul Caputo podcast is he's usually going to throw in there. And by the way, this is one of my favorite logos in all of the
I have all of my favorite logos on this shelf behind me here. So that's
that's amazing. What's your favorite?
Every time I listen, I'm like, he's going to say this is one of his favorite logos. This is one of my favorite logos in all of minor league baseball.
It's like having a kid, right?
There's like a 500-way tie for first, and then the Mississippi Braves in last. That's sort of how it goes.
Mississippi and Rome for me,
and Syracuse as well.
Oh, Syracuse, yeah, that's
yeah.
Now, I like some of their like theme nights, but as far as like just the Syracuse Mets, it's down there with Rome and Mississippi. Not to go on the Braves, but
I'm with you, buddy. I am so with you there.
Yeah.
Glenn, when going to Charlotte, get seats on third base side, optimal view of Charlotte skyline. Absolutely. Got to push Gastonia as well. Get rocking chair seats. Yeah. I have to make it also to High Point.
The Rockers.
Yeah. So that's a new ballpark. So I got to take care of that one.
Well, and you're up there, High Point, Thomasville, High Toms.
So. That's right. Colin is 30 minutes away from okay. Yeah. Talk to Mike Wolfa for the Cannonballers. He gave me a tour of that park and was fun to chat with. So there you go, Paul.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
And what a great job Mike's doing with the Up to Chat podcast, by the way.
How much fun is the Up to Chat podcast?
That's right.
It's fantastic.
For the most recent episode of Up to Chat, I had to go and research the United Shore Professional Baseball League logos a little bit because Mike asked for me to do a little tidbit on that. And I didn't know much about those logos. And so
I've got every single one.
Do you really? The unicorn. Great, man. I like the woolly mammoths a lot too.
The woolly mammoths is good. I had to wait on the woolly mammoths one because they ran out of hats, but their league office is actually really, really accommodating if you're trying to get something.
Yeah.
They're really, really good.
All right, that's good. Another fun one there, the mascot of the Hoppers.
Yes.
The mascot,
Diamond Hoppers.
Ribby. He's a frog.
Because it's East Side Diamond Hoppers, the West Side Woolly Mammoths, the
one with the Bloomfield Beavers.
Bloomfield Beavers, yeah. And then
nice.
I'm talking about the unicorns are
Syracuse Chiefs. Nice logo. Yes.
Yeah, they did several. The Syracuse did some things like they did the Sky Chiefs for a little while.
Yep.
They had the Chiefs nickname with the train logo, and so that was
they did
cool stuff.
During their Sky Chiefs days, they were a Blue Jays affiliate.
Eric Lichtenberg is commenting on how the Cannonballers now have Sunday helmets.
Yes, they do.
Tell this group here. This is like the inner circle, right? I can tell this.
Do it.
The
and I believe Paul said, how can I buy one or many of them?
How can I buy one or many of these helmets? They private messaged me and they were like, listen, we both have logos by Dan Simon. We're going to hook you up. And so they're sending me some helmets. So
nice.
So kudos. Thank you to the Cannonballers.
So you're saying that one of those helmets is going to make it all the way to Colorado just to make it right back to Apex, North Carolina, right? That's what you're saying.
Listen,
got it. Okay.
Listen, if one ends up in Georgia, I wouldn't be mad. I'm just saying. Shameless plug.
Stage in my life right now where I have embraced what I am calling the Paul of Yes. So pretty much any invitation I get to do a thing, I am going to do everything I can to make happen. So this invitation to come to North Carolina to see some baseball. I mean, Ed and family are coming out here to Colorado to see baseball. So at least I make my way to Carolina. I just got to figure out when it's going to happen. It may not be for the All-Star game in Burlington. It may have to be a different weekend. So
let me know though.
Yeah.
So and then for anybody that's going to be in North Carolina, let me know. Okay. Let me know, and I will try my absolute hardest to go and make it to a game. So just let me know, because I know Mike, we already set it up with Mike. Also, let me put this one up because
Oh, sorry.
Yep, this is where we're at now. You're welcome, buddy. I mean, you got a good podcast, brother.
You do.
So,
I enjoy it. I enjoy listening. I learned some stuff today about the United Shore Professional Baseball League, and that's the thing about this community, right? Like, so people doing good stuff out there is so much fun. It's so much fun to see that. And so,
I think it's the Unicorns that's on that league, right?
Yeah,
they are.
The Unicorns.
The great thing is it's all in that Detroit area, so it's like East Side, West Side.
I got a Unicorns hat. I got a Unicorns hat.
By Mike asking me to research those and do a little thing, I learned that it was not Utica, New York, right? This whole time I've assumed it was New York. So
no, there's two Uticas, right? Exactly. I was under the same impression as well, my friend. So was I.
Yeah. Although funny enough, the Utica Blue Sox just launched their own podcast.
They did. Yes, they did. That's right. I just saw that on Twitter that they're going to so they can highlight their players and everything. So,
good people over there.
Why did Eric Prophet say, "Whoa, Paul"?
I don't know.
All right.
I think it probably has to do with your
Sunday helmets.
Your Sunday helmets.
Oh, all right. Well, I hope so. Hey, Eric Lichtenberg, by the way, is in the Twin Cities, and one of my longtime wishes has been to make a weekend trip to Minneapolis and St. Paul and to see the Saints and the Twins in one weekend. And Eric has always said, he's always been like, hey, look me up when you do that. And I think the Paul of Yes is going to have to make that happen here. I think I got to find my way to Minneapolis finally and see a games.
The Twin Cities are great. They really are.
Spent a week in St. Paul for a conference, and but it was in November, so there was no baseball.
No. There's hockey.
That was cool, right? We were right downtown, and it was, there was the arena was right there, and said Jacksonville, June 25th. Glenn's working it.
Hey, listen. I sent them a message. Glenn can verify this. I am working on trying to make it down on June 25th down to Jacksonville.
Yeah,
I am trying, my friend.
Do you have the ability in your current situation to put the YouTube link in the comments on the Curved Brim Media?
Sure.
That way we can let people know that that's where they can come comment on things.
So, on the Twitter.
Yeah, on the Twitter, because
absolutely.
I'm a little hamstrung by being on my phone here. I wasn't expecting that. So all right.
I want to ask a question to Patrick since he's our guest.
Yes, Patrick is our guest. We're just sitting here responding.
I know, we're just chatting away, right? Yeah. While I'm putting this link here, Patrick.
All right.
Yep.
Tell me how, your videos, right? They're awesome. Everybody loves them. How do you pick that team that you're going to make a video, and how much time do you spend researching them? Because you gave us a lot of good, nuggets on those things.
So as far as picking, there's not really a system. I've reorganized my hats to where I can, I have all of them together now, finally, and I can easily access them. So it's kind of whatever. I kind of look in one of my duffel bags of hats, and then I kind of pick and see what inspires me. And then the first one I pick up, it's the team that I do. And then I spend some stuff I already know, but then I also spend probably a half hour or so looking over things and, various sources. And, I heard there's a really, really good book out there if anyone's looking for it, should
we plug that book in? You should plug it. You really should.
You should, Paul.
Oh, I should plug my book?
No. Wait. Where is it? I'm going to look for it. I'm looking for it.
Do you mind if I preface with the title? There's a really good source I use that's taught me a whole lot, and it's kind of like been my encyclopedia it's called The Story Behind the Nickname by Curved Brim Media's own Paul Caputo.
You guys are way too kind.
Of a sports logo, also of sportslogos.net fame.
But wait, if you get the digital version, there's more.
There is.
That's true, actually. That's true. There are 30 extra titles. There are 30 extra articles in the digital version. So,
I own both.
And I'm actually going to update that soon to include all the ones I've written in like the last year. So there's going to be like another 20 in the digital version. So
yes.
And don't you automatically get that? Do you have to buy? Do you automatically get that if you bought the digital version?
It automatically updates. So
you what?
It automatically updates. So
oh wow, okay.
Have the Kindle version, it automatically gives you the most current version. So
this book that I'm talking about, this Story Behind the Nickname, you can get on Amazon. It's really, really amazing. It's a collection of Paul's great work that he's been doing since he started doing this. I'm trying to do my best Paul Caputo impression, in all seriousness, Paul, like that's been a great resource for a lot of things that I've learned. And of course, if you watch the videos, that I've pulled from some of your articles because of some of the great knowledge that you've shared through your interviews and articles that you've collected over the years and that you've curated, and we're talking with the right people. So
this is why when Ed said let's bring Pat on, I'm like, well, only if he says a bunch of nice stuff about me and my book. So it's
well, I think I saw a couple really good comments about that today, but I like that our good friend Tim Stoops is he's reading George's book and your book and one chapter alternating each night. I'm like, what a great idea. And then I believe the unofficial president, as Mike Sellers said, Eric Mertens, the unofficial president of the minor league baseball community, Eric Mertens, says he has three books on his bedstand: the Bible, Harry Potter, and The Story Behind the Nickname.
I couldn't believe that, man. I was just like, I'm just turning off the computer forever now. It's like
Paul, that's how you know you made it.
I'll tell you what, the Bible and Harry Potter, like that's too much. That's too much. I reject that comment. So
listen, I enjoyed it. Those are some of the best comments I've read all day. It was wonderful.
Oh, that's amazing.
I did want to say, by the way, that Eric Prophet commented here about how that has historic Lawrence Dumont Stadium on the cover. And there's a funny story behind that cover photo, which is I got there, I had a press credential, and I was doing some interviews, and I was doing a story, and I was interviewing some players about like, hey, do you know what the Wingnuts team name means? And they were just like, nah. And so, but that was fun. We're out there on the field during batting practice, and one of the players is throwing a ball around. The ball rolls up, and I'm like, oh, let me just like take a picture of this ball, like, you know, because I love taking pictures of two things: saguaro cactuses and baseballs. And so so this ball rolls up, and I'm like, oh, let me like take a close-up picture of this ball on the field here. And one of the players is, you know, the players are out there throwing the ball around, and one of them is wearing that Nuts hat that's on the cover. And I was just like, I don't know why I thought to like ask this question, but I was just like, hey, can I borrow your hat for a minute? Player is getting ready for a game, and I'm like, can I get that hat for just like a minute? And he's like, I guess so. Yeah. He looked at me like I was crazy, and then I took that picture. And then it ended up being the cover of the book. And Glenn has a bet about what I'm gonna guess Asheville.
I'm gonna guess the actual just the league, minor league.
Just minor league baseball?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty good guess.
So is the reveal now?
Yeah, let's have it.
Ding ding ding, Ed Rivera. You got it right.
That's a great shirt.
The only reason I know that is because I own the same shirt.
Could we ask him to replace peanuts with ice cream though? I mean,
I think we both got it on a sale. So I mean,
yeah, we did. We did.
I bought as soon as I saw that it was on sale. I was like, getting it.
So
Corporal Hicks had the same question about beer. He went the same direction.
That's a good. That was a good guess, though.
It was a good guess.
Very good guess.
You know, it was an educated guess. I'm trying. So,
and you're pretty educated there, Paul.
Yeah. All right, Patrick.
Yeah.
Since you're our guest, we're gonna turn this around a little bit, like because Ed and I always have like sort of minor league baseball questions. You know,
yep.
like what's your routine for food? Like what inning do you get what thing or whatever. So we're gonna put this to you. Do you have a question for the community here, the minor league baseball community that's tuning in?
Oh man, I didn't prepare for this.
Oh, see, we're putting you on the spot, man.
I know.
Well, you think about that for a minute, Pat, and I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay, so I have one.
All right, let's do it.
Bring it.
So I know it's going to surprise everyone that I'm going to hats. Other than like the normal navy or black, what is everyone's favorite hat color?
Ooh,
I have an easy one on that one. The Yard Goats green.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yard Goats, Mr. Celery.
I'm making this tough because Mr. Copa de la Diversión, Mr. Ed Rivera. I know he likes some of those colors, so
Eric,
I'm gonna throw that out there.
Red, purple from Eric. I like that.
I like that too.
Oh, I navigated away from your comment there. So
look at that.
Thanks, dude. I was sure that Virgil was going to say something like Rocket City Blue. Like that,
So, Virgil, yeah, he said purple. Glenn, okay, I'll take it. Garnet and red. And then Colin goes the blue collar in Lansing. Oh, I got that one.
Good one.
Good
one. The Locos.
Out pretty easy back there. Yeah.
There it is. It's back there. I love that hat. Love that hat. Kelly green or red for Mike Sellers. Mike Harris. Anything but white. Agreed.
Yep.
That is the one color hat that I will not buy. I can't do it.
I don't mind the white. Like I don't mind the white like as a panel on like on a multicolored hat, like if it's a tricolor.
Yeah.
I actually like that sometimes, but
I have a tricolor one.
Yeah.
But it's just if it's all white, no.
Well, it's just gonna scream to get dirty, right? So
yep. And I am my wife's biggest child. So as soon as I put something white on, it gets dirty. So
I want to highlight Corporal Hicks's comment here and just point out that I am wearing my Everett Aquasox 5K t-shirt.
I love that logo so much too.
It's a great logo. Funko Field.
I'm waiting for them to release more Copa hats, dad hats.
Yeah.
Because I love that logo too.
Yeah. I was looking at the Aquasox on, for whatever reason, I had the Aquasox on Wikipedia, and I was looking at something and like one of the sentences looked super familiar to me. And I was just like, wow, that is like the fact that this was like the combination of a certain frog and Brooks Robinson. And I'm like, And I'm like, wow, what is, I was like, that sounds super familiar to me. And then I looked at the reference and it was referencing my article. I was the article.
So we got an appearance from the CFO of the Dadhead Chronicles.
Darla chiming in here.
The CFO, welcome.
Yeah.
She is correct. That's why we do not wear white in this house. Ed will not wear white. It's just now. It's true. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I wear white, it gets dirty like right away. So
yeah, no, that's true. And especially because like if you like to love a hat the way we do, it's not like we're not Spencer here. We're not putting it up on a shelf and
oh no, I'm wearing the heck out of them.
Yeah. We're not like dipping these in clear plastic and putting them on a shelf to live forever.
Nope. They are to be worn. They are to be worn.
So well, I'm happy to see Darla on here.
Yeah, so do I, Colin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love you, honey.
Love that Hot Wieners hat.
I want to hear about Corporal Hicks getting to be the fan of the game at the Everett Aqua Sox.
Visited them last night. Okay.
Nice.
All right. That's funny.
So Paul, I was telling Ed earlier that speaking of the CFO, I had to make sure that the CFO liked my new logo because she was one of the first ones that said that you need to get a logo. And shout out to Eric Lichtenberg, by the way. Thank you for the great logo. But we had to make sure that Darla approved of it because CFO privilege.
Yeah.
So she's the one that pointed it out to me, believe it or not. She says like, hey, did you see his new logo? I'm like, no, what? Hold on a second. And
I have to say about Darla, she was our one-woman focus group when we were coming up with the branding and even the name for Curved Rim Media, right? Like Ed
correct
bantering back and forth and like, what should we call it? And then like I would throw some things out and I could always tell like if I threw something out and then it was like 6 hours later, Ed would come back with like,
no.
Like CFO said no.
CFO said no. Because
I would come up like I did some like versions of the logo and I was just like, check it out. I think I got it. And Ed would come back and he'd be like,
so
focus.
So this is what I do. Okay. I just want you to know, this is, us sitting on the couch watching TV. I'm like, oh, Paul sent me something. And she goes, I'm like, you got, all right, cool.
Darla has good instincts because everything turned away. There was a reason to turn it away.
Right.
And my
you needed a focus group, right?
Yeah. My mom and my sister are both artists, and I sent the one that I kind of liked, but Darla did not, and I sent the other one that we sort of like. I was having trouble making work, and then I sent it, and and then Ed and Darla were like, no, we like this one, and so I'm like, wow, this is wild to me, and so then I sent it to my mom and my sister, who are both artists, and they both came back, and they're like, yeah, because on this one you're trying to combine 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions and it's not working, and like this one over here has a lot more promise. You should work on that one. And I'm like, well, that's what Darla said. And so I was like, clearly the women are onto something here because I'm not seeing it. And then we came up with something we were happy with, thanks to the one woman focus group here who made it all happen.
One woman focus group. My wife says, don't worry, that is how the focus group. So all right, that's good.
Now that I'm a free agent in the romantic department here, I don't have the focus group at home, so I need to work on that aspect here. So that's why I'm glad Darla. I'm glad you have Darla there, Ed, so that we can send these.
Well, she'll tell you the truth. Don't you worry. As soon as and then she gave 2 thumbs up to Patrick's new logo. So
Wow, that was a slam dunk there. That was awesome. Patrick's new logo. So
well, like I said, shout out to Eric Lichtenberg. It had nothing to do with me. He's the genius behind that. I as I said to Ed offline, I get the honor of getting to benefit from such a great logo. But for the talent, it comes from Eric Lichtenberg, not me.
Well, now I got to find a way to get to Minnesota and meet Eric Lichtenberg in purpose.
I think we should do something.
I'm a little hurt that you haven't said you can find your way to Georgia, Paul. I mean, just
listen. We're of the South here. I'm going to do the Carolinas and Georgia, and I love this.
They're being called out. I love it.
I have to say that Eric Lichtenberg, by the way, was one of the very first people in this community I met, even before like I was active on Twitter. Eric and I kind of like go way back, and I even bought one of Eric's when I was just starting my collection. I bought one of Eric's custom helmets. I got it back here. It was a tri-tone White Sox one. So
does he do a custom Manatees one?
I think you. Oh, do you know that I have a Manatees one? Have I shown you this?
No.
What?
Oh, hey, look, Patrick, Eric is coming to Gwinnett County in July.
Let's go.
All right, so there you go, buddy.
Look, check it out. Got myself a Manatee helmet here.
Oh my God, I'm still looking for a dad hat. Still can't find one. So if you guys know where I can find a dad hat for the Manatees, let me know. Okay, guys. Mike Sellers, does Baseball Palooza 2022 have an official dates yet?
Baseball Palooza, as I've talked about a little bit. In fact, next week's podcast is about baseball road trips.
So stay tuned, Mike.
That's the one where I have I've got Ben Hill coming on, and then I have my buddy Jeremy, who is the co-founder of the Baseball Palooza road trip that I do every summer with friends, and our very own Curved Brim Media's own Patrick Newt of BaseballMapper.com is coming on to talk about their invaluable tool for taking baseball road trips. But yes, Mike, the dates of Baseball Palooza this year are August 18 to 21. So
nice. I'm with you, Glenn. Bring him back. Bring back the Manatees.
Bring back the Manatees.
Yeah. So here's my question. My question is, what is your routine, if you have one, for food items at a baseball game? And I'll tell you mine, which is basically like drinks. Have a beer. At a Rockies game, I go up to the rooftop deck, have drinks before the game. I actually don't drink alcohol during baseball games most of the time. Most of the time, if I'm going to have drinks, it'll be like at a bar or in the stadium before the game. And then I'm going to do like the souvenir soda and like the chicken fingers or the hot dog or whatever in the third inning. And then sixth inning, between the top and the bottom of the sixth inning is when I go get my helmet sundae. So I've got drinks before, third inning savory, sixth inning sweet. So I'm curious if you guys have a similar routine.
I will drink during the game.
All right.
Especially when I was a Indians/Guardians, right? It was a summer shandy. Man, on a hot summer day, that thing goes down so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, nice and cold. Got that. Hot dogs. That's my thing. I love hot dogs. Dollar hot dog. I will tear me some hot dogs.
Dog, man, that's hard to beat.
You're right. You just can't beat that. And I always have to get the souvenir cup. Always. Has to be Pepsi. If it's not Pepsi, I'll get like a cherry Coke or something, but it cannot be regular Coke. It has to be Pepsi.
All right.
And my wife will get the ice cream as well.
Oh, very good. Well, so long as someone's bringing the helmet home, that's really
absolutely.
You guys are a team, and that's what matters there. So, Pat, what about you?
First of all, Ed, you're hurting me. I'm in Coca-Cola country, so
but I'm in Pepsi country, though.
Fair enough. But
Pat would go to North Carolina and call a Pepsi a Coke.
No, I would not. No, I would not. Although you're right, in Georgia, that's what they do. Everything is a Coke here.
Puerto Rico, it's the same thing. We call it whatever it is. It does not matter. We say Coca-Cola. That's it.
Coca-Cola.
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 Look at the CFO, Bumbleberry beer.
Darla just Bumbleberry beer. What is Bumbleberry beer?
It is local beer in Cleveland.
Wow.
It actually has actual blueberries.
Wow.
The fruit. Oh, so good.
Love it.
She's the one that got me into that beer. So,
All right.
Yeah.
So to answer your question real quick, Paul, about my routine, I don't really have like a set routine as far as inning or like when I have to get it, but it's usually either a hot dog or a corn dog. Usually it's either if I'm not driving, it would be a local beer, but if I'm driving, it's usually going to be a Coke. Just because I'm a little, if I'm going to have to drive somewhere, I don't really like mixing alcohol with that. Just a personal thing. But yeah, it's usually a Coke, a hot dog of some sort, or if they have like a foot long corn dog, because that's really healthy. I go for that.
Because we all go to the ball game to eat healthy
really,
food.
But if I can,
my dad once got a spinach salad at a Reading Phillies game, and they told him, they're like, this could have been here for 20 years. Like, you're the first person ever to order the spinach salad at a Reading Phillies game.
What I love is that they actually have a spinach salad. What I would ask is, I need to have it delivered by the crazy hot dog vendor.
Yeah, for sure.
Or by like the ostrich or something. Yeah. But you get a little bit of that with the crazy hot dog vendor anyway.
Right, right. The second most, second most famous vendor in all of minor league baseball.
Yep.
After our Eric Mertens.
Of course.
Yeah. Of course.
You cannot knock him off with that pedestal, okay?
No.
Speaking of Eric Mertens, I'm still not going to get off of the idea that the Tri-City Dust Devils need to be the peanut guys for a game. We need to get Eric Mertens on after the Tres Leches, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
We need to get the peanut guys and make that an on-field hat.
Yeah, absolutely. Because agreed.
He already has the bobblehead. Now he needs the on-field hat.
Right.
I like Mike Harris. You usually get the local food item before the game. I like that.
I do too.
Who does the local beer, right? I mean, you gotta go with a local beer.
Of course.
Not just, like a Budweiser or whatever, but it has to be local.
When you come to Colorado, Ed, you're going to appreciate that. We've got also Fort Collins, Colorado is the Asheville, North Carolina of the Mountain Time Zone.
Nice.
Put that on a t-shirt. We've got all sorts of breweries here. Breweries and proximity to nature. That's what we do.
Fort Collins is also the home of a famous author of a book you can buy on Amazon.
Love it. What do you guys think of Zach's comment? Cherry wine is better than Pepsi.
Cheer
wine. Sorry.
Cheer wine.
Okay, cheer wine. Do you guys know what cheer wine is?
Yeah, I do.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because I was going to say that's a regional thing.
It's right here.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
I call it an Appalachian thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey, I've been to 2 Lake Elsinore Storm games, and I've never seen this brookie. I wasn't looking hard enough.
Did you hear about the Lake Elsinore mascot retiring?
Was that Lake Elsinore?
Lake Elsinore, yeah.
The Thunder. Thunder. Yeah. That was bad. I had a picture of him.
Yeah, because he retired. So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I saw that and I was like,
for some reason I was thinking that was the Quakes, but no. That was Lake Elsinore. Yeah. The very first stop on the very first baseball palooza was Lake Elsinore.
Corporal Hicks.
RC and a moon pie. Okay.
RC Cola.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
And the moon pie.
Who was it that just tweeted he was wearing the Reading Phils moon pie hat and the Portland Sea Dogs moon pie shirt?
Oh, Carl Holcomb.
Carl Holcomb, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a funny picture.
And he had the mug, of the Reading Whoopies as well. Whoopie.
Yeah. Didn't he have an actual moon pie in the picture too? That was pretty.
I think he probably did.
Yeah.
But
okay, Mike. Clinton and I think Modesto are RC Cola ballparks.
Wow.
Okay.
Modesto Nuts game. One of Dan Simon's very first logos.
I have a friend in Ohio that used to live in North Carolina, and whenever I visit North Carolina, he asked me to bring him back some cheer wine. That's being a good friend.
Well, I mean, Cheerwine really has like devoted followers. It's that, it's one of those brands that I think it's either you have strong feelings about it either way. Either you really like it or you really don't.
That's like where I grew up. Pennsylvania Dutch birch beer was a thing, right? Mm-hmm. That was like, because it's not just birch beer; it's Pennsylvania Dutch birch beer. Special thing.
And Paul, like I said, I think I told you this before. Like, my dad's not from Philadelphia, but he's just across the bridge in South Jersey.
That counts. South Jersey is a suburb of Philadelphia.
Yeah. Because no one claims Jersey. North Jersey's New York a lot of times, and South Jersey's Philly.
Yep.
There you go.
Jersey, by the way, is a beautiful state. Like the beaches are, and the rolling hills. The only people associate New Jersey with Newark, right? Like, and Newark is a dump.
Yeah, it is a dump,
but
not a great airport either.
No airport. No. Quick Trip gas stations. Oh, we can have the whole Wawa versus Sheetz debate.
Here we go. Here I was just thinking. I was like, here we go.
Quick Trip. Wait a minute. Are we talking about? Is this a different Quick Trip, or are we talking about the quick with a K? Are we talking about the Oklahoma City based one? Because that's what we have.
Okay. All right. Now we're getting specific with this.
Yeah.
Pacific. Because there's also Quick Trip KWIK in Wisconsin and up in that area. So I think he's talking about the
one.
Yeah.
What is the best theme beer that you have had? The team themed beer.
Ooh.
I don't even know how many of those I've had necessarily. I really wanted to get the Tip Your Cap one that the Negro Leagues Museum did with Boulevard.
I know.
And
it's only local though.
Well, I've had the Savannah Bananas banana beer.
Did you? Was it good?
It was very good.
I got to try that one. I really want to try that one. I want to try the new from the Sock Puppets.
Yes, so do I.
All right. So Mr. Tadward here of Tad's Caps, right? Like he's saying Sheetz all the way, and I disagree. I'm a wild.
No, correct answer. That is the correct answer. Sheetz all the way.
Oh, Colin is showing his geographic sensibilities here with Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Eric has had Tip Your Cap, and I was never able to get it. I was even in the area and couldn't get Tip Your Cap. And then I tried to get Kiana to get me some, and she was like, okay. Not like you have a bajillion things going on.
Okay, so no.
Yeah.
Corporal Hicks, Charlotte has a themed beer. Can't remember the name. I can't either.
Yeah. By the way, I just had a moment where I was looking for my phone.
You're looking at it.
I'm looking at it. All right, Pat, I have a question for you because you've been a guest on a lot of things now. So my question for you is, I get this all the time, and I never know how to answer the question. And I actually had to stop myself from asking a guest this question. But when you get the what's your favorite question, so like what's your favorite ballpark, what's your favorite logo, what's your favorite food item, that's right, like there's never an answer, or if there is an answer it always changes, and it's like sort of an impossible question to answer. So when you get that question, do you deflect it? Do you answer with, okay, here's my current favorite, here's like the thing that popped into my head right now, or do you just say I can't answer the question, it's impossible?
So I think I probably have borrowed answers from probably the very same answers that both of you have used, I'm sure. But it's like picking one of your children, I don't have kids, but it would be like picking one of your children, like how can you possibly, pick out a favorite? Because
well, I have 2 kids and I have a clear favorite. I mean,
fair enough.
Just kidding. I love them both.
I have one.
No, but
it's just my favorite.
Yeah, Ed, I know who your favorite is, but it's so hard to pick, especially with so many different like minor league logos and parks, because there's things you like about all of them, right? Like when you get down into the details, if you talk about an aspect of a ballpark, I know that someone like Mike Sellers is much more qualified to talk about this than I am, but there's something that you may like about a ballpark, whether it's an in-between inning tradition. Like if you do, like in San Jose, if you like the K, the 10-minute beer sale with K, with the picking out the opponents, the K beer batter, tradition, like little things like that. Taco truck night in Fresno, right? I mean, there's little things that you can do with that, with logos. There may be there may be something that, Paul Caputo can point out in his book that you can get on Amazon. And it's a story behind the nickname. But he's good. Yeah. But really? It's a little detail that, like Lynchburg Hillcats that I just talked about in my video about the city, the hill city, the 7 hills, the little hills in the background, the tree, the hill green, the 7 hills green, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
And like little things like that when you learn it, and then when you go back and look at it, then you look at it in a new lens, so it can change all the time. And so it's such a hard question, but it's the question that everybody asks, and you're like,
right,
that's an impossible question to answer.
Right. It's an impossible question to answer. I agree with that. So I've stopped asking it on my podcast, and I almost asked Susie Hunter that question, and I literally stopped myself halfway through. I was like, I'm not going to ask you that question.
Especially for someone that's just literally gone to every single major league ballpark in one summer.
Yeah, she went to 31 because she also got to Buffalo because it was.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're right, though.
Because that's a Blue Jay. That's some Blue Jays love right there. I gotta love that.
It's hard though, really, to really quantify that, right? Because I mean, everything is so unique, so you really can't pick a favorite. And it's, I honestly, I don't think I've asked that question just because of that. I was like, everybody's gonna ask that same question. Like, okay, so what's your favorite hat?
Right.
I don't have a favorite hat.
Well, I mean, Hardy the hat guy, like you always say, Ed has the best answer.
Yep. The next one.
The next one. Oh. Next one. I have a theory about Major League ballparks, and it sort of applies to minor league logos, and I think a lot of minor league ballparks too. Like Major League ballparks reached a point where they were basically all A+. Like they were basically all like the open concourse, the comfortable seat, the good stands, the good view, great concessions, great amenities, and like you reach a point where there are 15 ballparks in Major League Baseball that are all just A+. And any comparison that you're trying to make between them is just going to be like based on your personal experience at that ballpark, like the game that you saw, or like one particular food item that struck you just the right way.
Yep. And
like once you get to like, other than like Oakland, and with apologies to Anna DiTommaso,
the Trop.
Right. Like once you get above those stadiums, they're basically all A's and A+, and there's no way to like come up with an actual. And
well, and the thing is now it's not just a ballpark. It's what we call now what we all need to have the experience. So it's not just the ballpark at these major league ballparks. It's the store, it's the shops around it, it's the restaurants around it. Yeah. So it's not even within the ballpark. It's
because it's an event now.
Yeah.
It's going to a game.
It's an event and it's an experience because everyone wants an experience now. You've got to be able to do everything you want to do in one night in one place. And that's how you can tell. That's how you can tell when something's been built, is because people have built around that concept.
Yeah.
You're going to spend a crap ton of money to go to a major league, game. You better entertain the heck out of me with other stuff, because
you aren't lying.
Right? I mean, it's getting out of hand. Really, let's be honest about it.
Well, I mean, in Atlanta, quite frankly, I got really upset when they moved from downtown Atlanta over to, another part of Metro Atlanta, because they really, in my opinion, they moved. And James Gravely, please don't hurt me. But honestly, like they moved to an area where their business, clients and the club seat clients can, where it's easier for them to get to the stadium, and they moved away from fans who would be buying tickets at that lower price point. So it was about executive suites. It was about club seating. It was about, and building, the Battery, as they call it now. And it's surrounded by shops. It's very nice, but it's kind of taken away from the baseball experience, really. Yeah. So,
well, I lost a few followers on Twitter when I congratulated the Cobb County Braves for winning the World Series.
I call them the Marietta Braves. So you're right there. And, I always get everyone's like, why don't you like the Braves? I said, I have my reasons. No.
Yeah. Glenn, that's a great question. There is really no experience in Major League, in my opinion.
I'll tell you what mine is. And I was able to put my finger on this after a while, and I realized why I like both of them for different reasons. The minor league baseball experience to me is about the purity of the game. It's about the fan experience. It's about the souvenirs. It's about soaking in an evening. It's about just being
in the moment
in baseball, right? And you just get to watch it and spend time in it and enjoy it. Whereas Major League Baseball, I've got an emotional investment. It's all like, it's tribalism, right? Like you go there with all your other Phillies fans and you root for the Phillies to win. And if they win, it's great. And if they don't, it's like, oh, well, we get them next time. And like the actual emotional involvement in the outcome of the game and being part of the fan base rooting for your team. Or if, if you're me and you go to a Rockies game and you're a Phillies fan, and, then there's a different thing. But to me, It's a different kind of experience. One is about the beauty of the game. One is about being part of a community that roots for a team.
But what about if you're a Pirates fan or if you're a Baltimore Orioles fan, right? Oakland A's, right? Every year they're good for 1 or 2 years, tear it down, and then right back to the bottom.
Yep.
You know?
That's hard. It's hard.
Yep. Guardians.
Yeah.
$900,000 they spent in this offseason. That's it. So
and I think
it's a triple dash A, you know what I mean? Like another triple A team in Cleveland. That's what's gonna be. So
well, I mean,
like, and you're gonna overprice, tickets for them to go watch triple A players.
Yeah,
that's hard.
Like, for example, when Max Scherzer is making more as one player for the Mets than entire 25-man rosters.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
Jock Peterson said it. Listen, if you're unwilling to compete, sell the team.
Yep. Hey, we hit the top of the hour here. Final thoughts. Ed, who's on your podcast next week?
Next week I have, let me see, because I was just looking at them. I have Connor Harris, pitcher.
Nice.
Right. He's also an Appy League guy, so I'm pretty excited about that.
All right.
Love it.
Pat, do you unveil? I think it's a secret until the unveiling, right?
It usually is.
All right.
He probably hasn't thought about it yet.
No, well, but I decided for this I would announce it.
All right.
Okay.
Next week is going to be in honor of our friend Eric Profit, in honor of their new podcast, the Earn Fund Average podcast with him and Johnny Bolin. Check it out. Great show. We're going to be doing the Wichita Wind Surge. And so Wichita comes next week. So, I
like it.
So we're going to be doing that. So Eric Profit, that's for you, my man.
All right. Very good. Very good.
Thanks. Thank you everybody for showing up, man. This was a lot of fun.
Totally. And we'll do it again next week.
Yeah, next week we'll be live again. Hopefully we'll have another guest on. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's keep the fun going. Let us know what you guys think of this new format. And then we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you guys for having me on. Appreciate it.
Appreciate all the comments too. That was fun to keep that conversation going. And the CFO made it out. I love that.
Love it.
Shout out to the CFO.
Later, guys.
All right, bye, guys.
See ya.